Uh, it's always kind of awkward when I start. Anyways, good evening. We're back to the grind. And as you may notice, I added like a subtitle thing. Because I've added this a long time ago, but I've never gotten around to using it. I wanted to translate it to different languages, but I was pretty bad at that, so I'm just gonna leave it on English. And the moment I start to do weird stuff, it gets a little bit tricky. Oh, it's kind of following right now. Anyways, I might turn it off later if it's too distracting. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave it on to see how it works. But anyways, we're back to the grind for hair. And just because we are starting in the video, I'm just going to leave a record. So what we're doing is basically this 2025 roadmap. And it starts off with me grinding out basically a lot of very targeted studies. So for each different area, we're going to spend about 1 to 2 weeks on it. And we're going to do different things for each different thing. And it's mostly just because that I want to spend some time to get myself a little bit more experience in each specific area. And then later on, I want to tie it down. Tie it back to my own style. So just a brief explanation of what we're doing. Today we're going to be looking at HG in particular. And this is just some nonsense sketch that I was doing before the stream. I wanted to do some more warm-up, but I didn't have a lot of time in the end. So OBS is going to be here on my screen. Where is it? Here. And yeah, I honestly don't really know what I'm doing, as usual. But I just want to be a bit more exposed to how different artists do hair, specifically the line art, and how they break up shapes. I feel I've said this like quite a lot of times, but I'm just repeating for the sake of the new video, the new stream, which is going to be archived. Ooh, my tablet almost fell. Oh my god, it's falling. Hang on, I gotta adjust my tablet. It's pretty bad. It's pretty old, but I don't want to buy a new one because I'm gonna have to get used to it again and play around with the settings and stuff like that. Anyways, the source is on screen. Wait, did I update the video description? I hope I did. Oh, yes, I did. Okay. So, the artist should not be difficult to find with all the information that's available. Because I'm going to be doing a lot of tracing and stuff just to save time. I need to make sure that everything is available. And let's start. It's always kind of weird right in the beginning. Because it's a cold start. What's the focus today? So focus, I guess it's the same thing. Just breaking down shapes. And maybe pay a little bit more attention to just the shadows. I think HG in that regard is pretty interesting in that there's not too much rendering in terms of colors. It's mostly heavy lifting done by the lines. So we can spend more focus more on the lines themselves. Not be too worried about a lot of the details being in color. So we're gonna do some lines, and then we're gonna try to break down the light and shadow, and then we do that for a few, and see if we learn anything. The last time we did Chan, the Korean artist, and after doing like I guess sort of like an exercise, like an assignment of like trying to replicate the style without really looking at it, we realized that, I realized that, pretty bad with long flowy hair. Trying to target more, and HG has a lot of that, so that's really good. And right off the bat, we already see a lot of overlapping. And again, it's not like I can't really do this by myself. It's just that if you haven't seen someone else do it, you always wonder if it's natural or not. Because if you are self-study, and you didn't necessarily start from, like, let's say the very most basic forms, or the theory of, like, you know, what is hair, and like why do people draw it like this and stuff like that, you get really caught up, or I got really caught up on whether if this shape makes sense. Does it make sense for me to put hair in this order? And the correct answer to that question is that it doesn't really matter. Which kind of sucks for someone like me who likes a straight answer. At the end of the day, it's just like a matter of taste. I'm blocking in some like facial here, face here, just so we have a little bit more structure and it's not just a hair floating, but we're just be ignoring these. Had a quick, interesting insight into... Not really, I guess. We're just looking at the lines. Yeah, and so the grind begins. Ideally, we get to a point where I can like comfortably just draw random shapes. When I think of hair, I draw random shapes, and then it just looks good to me. Like, it doesn't have to look good to anyone else. It just has to look good to me. And if I can get to that stage, I know it's good enough, and we can move on. Otherwise, it's kind of like speaking a language, right? When you speak, you don't really think about the grammar and all that. You just express your thoughts. So I should have put in the eye patch too. Now it's kind of weird. Let me just add a few more lines here. So we have a bit of a framing here. So we know where things are ending and stuff like that. Watch me forget about what these lines are later. Okay, just a little bit more framing. Okay. Okay, I moved the wrong layer. I have to move the reference to the right just because I'm left-handed. And I cannot see the reference if I leave it on the left side. Music adjusted. Okay, let's go. I still cannot see that. God damn it. I'm gonna use my PRF then. So, what I'm noticing across a lot of the artists is that there isn't really a lot of overlapping usually near the, like, is it called the bangs? So the ones around the face. Mostly happens along the longer stuff, where there's stuff interlocking and stuff like that. In general, this part feels kind of okay. I'm not gonna maintain like too strict of like we have to get everything the same shape. Just a rough idea. Why is it? Oh. Oh wait, because I changed. What pen was I using then? Was I using this? No, I was not. I'm so confused. What pen was I using? Oh no, I'm on the wrong layer. I'm just stupid. So we have a big patch here. I think I'm seeing kind of like a 1 3 a 1 2 3 kind of thing here. It's kind of evenly spaced out. So we could even make like one bigger by a little bit more. Have a medium one and like a tiny one. Too, if you want to. And like I don't think it would change too much. So it's kind of up to our discretion a bit too. We can compare answers with our teacher after we're done. I wonder how the subtitle is doing. I guess I can't see it if I'm drawing. Probably a bit over here. So these shapes are pretty familiar to me, at least so far. Try to identify any like interesting new patterns that I can keep in mind when I'm drawing. Like how ass has a lot of those circles, circular gaps in the hair. It's like this weird line here, kind of cuts across. It's like a thing here, but I'm gonna ignore that. And then the one that comes back, but not a lot, just a little bit. There's only one. What about these guys? It's not actually that well defined here. I'm probably being a little bit too pedantic about the all the forms and stuff right now. Because it's the overall theming and all the colors and composition that matters. You're trying to tell a story with the illustration. But I want to do it a little bit over the board right now so that when I inevitably forget about a bunch of stuff, it's going to, some of it is hopefully going to stick. Oh, I see, I'm too far down probably. That's okay. This overlap is interesting. Actually, I'm not sure where this specific group is. I guess the hand is like here, right? So It's kind of just blocked. Just one specific overlap here. The one that curves down. I should have been doing this on a new layer, but that's okay. This forces us to be a bit more loose, so I don't get caught up on this. Huge tendency to get caught up on tiny details, and right now that doesn't matter too much. Okay, I'm already doing that as I'm saying it. So the top part just breaking up normally. The side here on the right, on the character's right side, is already pretty interesting. So it looks like there's a paint over line. It goes over. How would I draw this myself? So maybe... So I want a group that comes down, right? Essentially is what I want. I'm gonna try and quiz myself as I go along here. So it'd be like, how would I do this? Doesn't look that good. What did they do? Yeah, even here. So that's like this bit here. But it doesn't continue up here. It sort of merges in the back. Hello there. Hello, Mikoto. Okay. Something here. The proportion feels really out of whack, but... Yeah, it's actually the front is like two branches like this. The back is pretty complicated. It's kind of hard to tell. How would I read this? So there's like the spaces in the sun. Oh, you guys can see my mouse actually. So the side that's in the sun here. That's a good green, I guess. So there's a side that's outside, and then there's the back side. So with this one, and then the outer just kind of joins here. And I guess another thing comes out. Damn, I can feel like the sort of vibe that they are doing, that they're feeling when they're drawing this. It's very free. It's not necessarily a lot of thinking too much. It's just kind of like, oh, I want shapes like this. It doesn't look too weird too. It's not like something is really big or really small. It's very well balanced. And what did I do here? I don't even understand my own shapes. Right, so there's probably one like that comes in here, and then the one that comes out, right? And then the one outside sort of joins it, leaving some gap in the middle. And then this comes out. I'm gonna ignore this part here. And so this kind of folds, and then folds under. Hey there. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully down the line I can spare some time to do something similar to what you did with the colors. Color comp, and yeah, I realized my roadmap doesn't have what's it called? Composition and props and like all the other stuff. But that can be done later, I guess. Anyways, all the best to you too if you're not staying and then going somewhere else. And to anyone who is staying too, I guess. I don't imagine anyone's watching the stream and just watching it, so probably everyone's working on something. So front face, back face. And then I guess this will be back in the transition to the front. It's just locked, right? Okay. And then I see one group here. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, don't worry about like commenting and stuff like that. Because I know like commenting really like breaks the workflow. Because you have to stop, you have to type, and you have to do stuff like that. It's fine. I'm just gonna rant on. I guess no particular reason why I should be ranting on. I'm thinking of like doing like game streams in the future, so maybe I do need the ability to keep talking. But it's not like I'm saying anything interesting, so I'm not sure if it is actually practice. Oh yeah, there was that one time in VR chat where it's like a Japanese world. So not the tutorial one, it's a different one where people just go there and chill. But there was a guy who's training himself to become a streamer. And he was just there, talking to himself, open mic, in the middle of like the room. And he was just trying his best to make his, was it like his Saturday interesting? He was talking about going to like the convenience store or something like that. I can't quite remember the story. It's like over 2 years ago now. I wonder if they made it. Because with the way that they're training themselves, I'm sure they'd be like really good at it now. That was pretty respectable. And what's interesting is that like people just stopped and just started listening to him. And then he wasn't even looking at the game, so I don't know if he has notes in the back or like stuff like that. But when he came back, he got a shock. Just a bunch of people listening to him rant. Yeah. Honestly, like that's such an honor that people can like can find a voice soothing enough to work to. Even though it sounds kind of like some people might take it the wrong way. It's like, are you saying my streams are boring? I'm like, no, that's like a great honor. That's so much harder to do. Actually, that's maybe not true. I'm not sure. It's just some sketches. I don't even know if I learned anything. But I feel like even if my brain's not processing this, I'm hoping like muscle memory, man. Banking on muscle memory. Maybe in the future when I tell my hand to move and draw hair, it's just gonna draw it for me automatically. I'm just gonna block out some colors and get a big idea of other faces. Each different plane that this artist has rendered in terms of the lighting. The back part is interesting. The back part is entirely flat. So yesterday I had the problem where the back part was too flat. But in this case, there's enough detail and focus in the front. Yesterday was, I guess you could argue that like a pair of boobs was pretty distracting in the front. Suppose that is a valid argument. Wait, hang on. This is so my hand. I didn't put in the hand, so I'm gonna ignore it. So yeah, here we're embracing the emptiness in the back, and it's purposefully desaturated. Let's see. There's still a lot of like random strands of hair that comes out. Yeah, there's some really interesting shapes here actually. Like, what is this? It's like it just comes out and then it just opens up and then it's just gone. I haven't followed this because I'm still not used to this shape here. Yeah. If you turn it upside down, it's like a seedling, a sapling. Kind of comes out. Anyways, a bit distracted. Also on the wrong layer. Whatever. Always the wrong layer. Oh yeah, Switch 2 is out. That's interesting. I was at work and I just saw like the video come out under a suggestion. And it was like 6 hours ago. Oh, damn. But it's such a weird promo video, I thought. It was just like music that is timed to all the different snaps and clicks of like the 3D model animation. And Yeah, I didn't think too much about it, but then after that, when I got home today, everyone is shitting on the connectors for the controllers, saying that it's gonna snap off. I never played console. I have never owned a console. Not the so I was like the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. It's pretty damn old. Never owned that. No PS, no Xbox, no... What else is there? I never really envied the people who had it either. It's like, I feel like if you have a computer, you can do so much more. Wait, what am I looking at? Oh, space here. Ah, okay, okay. What else was there? Oh yeah. So I guess I'm like the news now. I also I spent okay, don't tell my boss this, but I spent a lot of time on Twitter just scrolling, doom scrolling, and I saw like Starship burning up in the sky, which was really pretty actually. And the first thing that came to mind was like it will make for a really cool composition. It was just burning up. It's like blue fire, there's like orange fire against the orange sky. It was like pretty cool with the sunset and the clouds. Alright, a bit of lighting. Actually, let's make it darker. Let's draw the shadows, since the values are kind of already pretty close towards the... So big shapes, big shapes. Yesterday's failure was also I did too much... oh my, this is too dark. I did too much detail in the colors, and it made things a little bit too messy. So we're gonna focus on just big shapes. So like the entire top is basically just lit. And because I never drew the hand, I'm gonna ignore the hand shadow. So you just have like a little bit here. And I noticed that it's also pretty close to this big patch of light here. Oh, sorry, big patch of shadow here already. Maybe there's an intention to merge them, or at least keep them close. Maybe. It really feels like a literature class where the teacher is like, what does the author mean by this one sentence or one word? It's like, I'm just guessing and trying to make up rules by myself, and it's probably not true. But if it holds up and helps me get things done, I guess it works. Actually, that's kind of about it. Even the back part is pretty lit. It's just very desaturated. And there's some gradients on the shadow, mostly near the bottom. I'm wondering if so a big thanks to Toru yesterday actually. I've never seen anyone do studies like that before. And my problem is that I'm not very good at coming out with new stuff. But after seeing it, I'm starting to think more about contrast. And I'm wondering if the light up here, there's a deliberate purpose to focus all the higher contrast stuff nearer to the face. You could argue it's like reflected light or like some other stuff, but we could do the same thing on the top too, right? Can we not? Anyways, I kind of feel like we should move on, but before that, I want to just block the shapes out again one more time. Try to keep it in my mind here. Oh, wait, what? My brush so thin? Oh no, my color is not... Okay. I'm gonna trace this part just to take a quick look. It's actually very straight lines, I feel like, huh? Lines are straighter. Also, I noticed that there's not a lot of colors at the Terminators this time around. It's mostly just from the chromatic aberration. Red and green, which fits the theme, is cool. But we don't get a lot of the Terminator colors, which they do put a lot in the other ones. So this part is relatively flat. And then we have the main bulk that comes down. And this is where I get a lot of shapes that I don't really see. Like this curve here, it sort of dents in and it comes back out. Which always looks weird to me. But I'm starting to see it more and more as I am doing all these studies. That it really doesn't have to be like a complete smooth curve. That being said, I also really don't have to follow what other people do, so it's good to know that it doesn't matter too much. But then I'll just keep to my own, I guess, sense and taste. I don't even know what's happening here. Like, this is like one face. And then it just kind of... Where does it go? I guess it's just the same face, but split up and then merged back in. Oh. And then we get the sapling here. Sorry, before that, probably finish this off. Right, I kind of like this shape here too. Very, very typical. Like you just come out and then have a different one come out, and then have a branch. I remember like seeing Ask do that one image of Surtur in like a street or something with thorns, and there was like a lot of hair draping from the railings. And that was nice. And do more of that. This is all ending in the same one, but I feel like Ask would probably do some kind of end. I'm getting distracted, but maybe. One, two. So this comes out and then comes back down. The shape I don't tend to do a lot because it's not smooth. It has that sharp corner. It's gotta be more free accepting of my own tendencies, I think. I think not having self-confidence is like the biggest hurdle I've faced in art. Just doubting everything I do. Feeling like everything I did was wrong. But at the same time, I have no reason to believe that I'm right, because I've never learned from anyone. I've never gotten feedback that it's okay to do it. And I don't know what I'm doing, so it just feels wrong. Everything feels wrong. Like this part here too. How would I do this? I would just do it like this, probably. I wouldn't even make it that straight. I would curve it together and then bring it down. And then how would I do this part? I would just bend it. This part I could probably bend it if I manage to come out with the idea, but I might not be able to. Honestly, the next few weeks, like the next few months of me doing studies, is going to be kind of like this. It's just going to be very unstructured. I don't know what I'm doing necessarily. Just mostly like an exercise of moving my hands. Is kind of how I would put it. Keeping myself going, like, for the entirety of however long I'll be doing this for. Going through lots of different shapes and try to vocalize it so I don't forget it, or it leaves a more lasting impression in my head. However fleeting that may be. And hopefully at the end of it we take away something. If not, you know, not the worst. Okay. Oh, whoa. Yeah, the back one's pretty simple too. Just this part is pretty complicated. I don't have a good feel of what the artist is thinking necessarily, or how they're feeling this. But there is one in the front and things coming from the back. I think that's worth noting. Because this part I tend to do very one-dimensional. And I think, yeah, like this tiny strand here, this very thin strand here is pretty rare, I feel like. It's mostly a thick block. Yeah, like I always end up with this problem here, where it just kind of has like a big opening here. I don't know how to close it. I could just pull it. But it always feels kind of lagging. Oh, actually, this might not be too bad. Feels like 1, 2, 3. Feels like there's some sequence here. Double back up. So now we can have the possibility of maybe having stuff come up from the back, but interesting. So if we have something that's too wide here, I don't think there's space here. This would be like the years already. The limit of the years usually. And if the head is not turned anymore, it's not a lot of chances for more stuff in the back to be shown. Huh. Interesting. So a thin strand here. Okay. Oh, there's one in the back too. Interesting. One from the back. Okay, anyways. Half an hour on this piece. We're gonna move on. Should I do this? Let's do this, I guess. Copy. These in folders, so I don't make a mess. Or make too much of a mess. And like this purple hair, like just reminds me of that one image from Ask. Where the girl is laying on the ground with the reflection on the ground. Where is that? Oh, was it purple? Is it not purple? Huh. Oh yeah, it is this one. Like this specific one. It feels so similar. Like this is insane, like this part here. I don't know if Ask like crafted, like thought about every single strand or just put shapes in. But not sure. It's not sure what I'm talking about. Yeah, this part here. Now the highlights with the saturated colors, just like the studies that Toru shared with us yesterday for Chan. Here's a quick trace here. Eyebrows. Hair. Wait, what? Why did I say hair? Anyways. So we have the line here. Where does the head end? Probably more like this. No, it's probably more front center, right? Big head. Maybe a bit too big. It's like Mega Mine at this point. Okay, we ignore it. So grouping is what? Middle? The side? Side? And this side is kind of like merged in, I feel like. One group here. Oh, I can't really see this. Yeah, like this back part, it's just kind of merged together. And then this is just kind of... Oh, this turning is interesting. It's always kind of difficult to turn the braids. So why you just kind of drag it? Like, So if you join the center, so what if I do this? How would I turn it? Okay, yeah, I'm getting distracted. Let's come back to that. This part is interesting. This back part. Oh yes, this too. What's happening here? We know this one coming out front. And then it's like kind of like this. Over. Okay, maybe you need a bit of the body. Just for the framing again. Okay. What do we got? This. Alright, do it on a different layer now that I remember to do it. Too thick. I feel like the max. Is that a max value? Guess I can always turn this down. Oh wait, what am I doing? Max value would just be to... It's not an opacity that I wanted to change. It's the size. Okay. It's not too special here, I feel like. Although I do see that the cut is kind of in the middle. But it doesn't bother me as much when I see other people do it. Kinda split. A little bit of straight line to emphasize the cut there. Oh, this is very sharp. Kind of like this. Bit of a weird odd shape here with two lines in. And this part, very, very neat. It just comes in. I feel like it says a lot about the personality of the character. Oh, so round. Is the music looping? Interesting. Maybe I've heard this somewhere else. It's not enough distance, I think, over here. This is such a long curve. The shape isn't the best. It's not as nice and round, but this is just the inner side here. And then the outer side comes in. Wait, so it comes in this way. Actually, I should probably trace out just the front and back faces, so I have an idea. I can try to visualize it a bit more when I'm doing this. So this is the inner side, right? And then the outer side is usually just like this, and that would be like the outer side. We kind of have that. Then we kind of have a branch off of that down. That's interesting. And these are all front faces, including this side here. Right, so all of this is like all the same side. Because I have a tendency for this side here to be showing just the insides. I might end up doing something like this. How would I do this thing? So it would be... It would be something like this, right? Where this is the front, just like here, right here. Then this would be the front, just like this piece here. But for the side, it would be just this side. And this would be the inside of the hair, which is kind of like here. At least 50-50, right, I guess. At least up to this point. Shouldn't flip that much. This side is pretty straightforward. It's the same face. Then the back starts to show a little bit, maybe? Maybe not necessarily. Not necessarily, but at the same time, it doesn't matter too much even if I do this. Just more variety. But like this hole here, like this specific hole here is so Ask-like. Because it's like a round kind of thing. And then it comes down. Yeah, this is like weird. Like this looks really weird to me if I just draw the line. Even if I just trace it and look at it. It's like so round. This bottom bit here. I feel like I have such a stigma on like this specific type of shape. And to put it right next to the face is like, I've never do this. Dang. Anyways. Yeah, I can't tell what's happening here. Cannot tell what's happening here. Assuming... Okay. Wait, it looks so different when I flip it. My brain is just... destroyed when I flip it. So we have two sort of branches merging in. And this is all the front face, so light is hitting it. Then from behind we have another guy. Maybe that's the other guy. Oh, it is the other guy, I see. So this branch is like coming up and this one is coming under. Oh. I say it like as though I learned something, but I'm not sure if I did. You give me the same shoulder and ask me to drape hair over it. How would I do this? Let me see. So I'm draping hair over this, and I want to pull it out to the front, right? So... this is my tendency. Probably do something like this. I put a little bit here. I might stack it up like this, but I would definitely would not necessarily think of it coming out underneath. I also don't really like this shape. We need to make it a bit rounder. Like round shapes. Anyways, sidetrack. This part is kind of interesting. I keep saying that for every part. Every part is interesting. There isn't like a very clear transition. It's not like this face here is cut off very cleanly like this. And then this is all like underside or like the inside here. How is it done actually? Is there a cut there? Oh no, wait, I see what's happening. So this is one group. This is like one group here. Or maybe this is the group? Well, one way or another, there's like some kind of group here, and then that's another group in the back. So these are all the outer faces, if you will. And this guy got flipped. And then we start to see some of the inside. Along with another one that's out of frame here. This guy itself, the color seems to suggest that it's kind of like this. And then there's a group here. And then beyond that, like there's some intermediary connector thing. Anyway, not too important. And then there's one in the back. And I guess this is the part that's draping out. Connected to the neck and the back of the head. So the back of the head will be here. And it comes down. And I really like braids now. Especially like the really big ones. Fubuki has like one like small one with like three looks. I don't even know what you call it. 3 of these things. But because it's tiny and on the face, you can't really go like too crazy with it. But like the ones in the back, I remember seeing this one image on Pinterest that was just beautiful, beautiful line work. I'm gonna just do one here. So yeah, like here, and then the one that's in the front, right? And then both of these feed into the next lock here. And the previous one sort of feeds in, but it's not very clearly defined. And this is interesting that there's probably a deliberate lack of detail over here. If you zoom out the reference, it feels about the same though. It's about the same. But anyways. So lines to show the form. Some outer stuff. Some details. 2 round. So one that's kind of straight and one that's kind of round. A bit more difference here. And then we can probably even do like AO over here with emblem occlusion. Get like some more depth. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up with like a similar style to like the artists that tend to have more what's the word for it? More free kind of line art. Like they don't necessarily care too much about leaving some more like leaving like obvious lines in it. Like this, the lines themselves play a huge part in this, and it's not necessarily very clean. Like this would still bother me though. I might clean it up a bit more. Like all these lines here, the tiny dots. But I really like this. It feels very free just looking at it. Like you just go. Anyway, so now coming back to this. So keeping in mind what we know, I'll do something similar, but maybe not necessarily entirely the same. And if this workflow feels good, I might just continue doing it like this. Where we give ourselves a general shape and then trace over it once just to get an idea, and then like try to play around with the actual shapes ourselves. Already kind of lost. I can't remember what the detail was like, but given that this is next to the face, I would like to bump it up. So it's so distracting. How would I bump out the details here? Let me think. How would I do this? Probably stuff that comes out. Did the artist do anything? Oh, I see. There's a separate branch. But beyond that, it's pretty straightforward. Oh yeah, there's that circle thing. I forgot. Circular gap. And then the back. So the years are probably somewhere here. So we know that the hair all goes to the back. We don't have anything just coming straight down on the shoulders. Down the side. It's kind of like in here. How do we do this? Right, it's a curve like this, and then we bring out. It is very, how do I say this, thick this way? Considering that it's resting on the shoulders. So it should settle down. Yeah, the moment I take away the reference, I'm just kind of lost. Autopilot is not working. Yeah, we definitely need to do it more like this. So, look once, try it, fail, and then try it again. Look again, try again. This ending is weird, I think, right? Yeah, drag it out a bit more. Ah, I see. I didn't put in the guidelines for the other group. I even do something like this. And then the back all goes over to the back. Is it okay if I do this? But it would be like equal spacing. Alright, man. Yeah, unfortunately this is the only time I have to stream. Thanks for the support. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I've decided to anyways, good night. Before I get distracted again. But I decided to just public all the streams again. Previously I wanted to keep the channel a bit cleaner, but then I realized that there is the tabs that YouTube already have. Yes, good night, Brett. So I just decided to public it again. I don't know why I feel the need to mention that. Why do I feel? Anyway, man, long day, kind of sleepy. What is going on here? What? Alright, I'm gonna have to look. I never really fully understood this part. I know there's like 3 blocks here. That was in the original, but that's about it. What is in it again? Right, there's one that's... Yeah, I kind of have to... Nah, this is not the place to back down. Right, hang on. Gotta figure it out. If I don't know what's happening, I'm just gonna have to do it by copying. Still don't know what's happening. So flat, some stuff. This thing comes down. We have mostly flat with the round thing, but I don't like it, so I'm gonna override it with some overlapping to get more details. Over here we have one main group, detail by overlapping, and mostly just that actually, in the original at least. There's some shading interest, some shading stuff going on, but anyways. Yeah, go a bit ham on the rate here. Yeah, line weight is pretty important. Maybe I should take to follow what Mogun said about drawing contours first. Actually, real quick, I don't see necessarily a contour line here. And the hairlines are also decently thick. Compared to say like the clothing. And it's not just a case of it being in the front, because wonder if there's anything special in that regard. Right, kind of forgot to look at other branches, but okay. I'm going a lot more overboard, a lot more into the lines compared to the original. Oh, and we shouldn't keep the contour so clean. We'll probably do a lot more if we have a little bit more bumps. Doesn't need to be clean here. Interesting. Not sure if I'm really learning anything new, but it does feel like I'm getting more comfortable with just being rough with the lines. Not being too particular about it. Try to avoid all the feathery stuff, but it definitely feels more freeing now. Humma. Feel like in the next few months we're probably just going to... We're definitely going to get something out of this. Grinding for 2-3 hours a night. We definitely improve. Hopefully we're improving in the stuff that we want to improve in. Why am I lagging? Oh, right. I do have the translator thing on. Transcriptor. I wonder how annoying that is. Ooh boy. Oh, I didn't do the tracing over here, did I? Yeah, I did not. Don't know what's happening. But it's okay. YOLO. Oh yeah, that's like the new event for Arknights. I guess this stream isn't very Arknights related, but I did take a look at it and it was pretty fun. Like, that's that mini game with the gemstones. And it's basically just like a roguelike. It's basically just Balatro with custom graphics. Pretty cool. It's definitely not as fleshed out as like a proper separate game. But I think it'd be cool if they could make it, if even if it's just like a Balatro copy. I guess it could just explain it quickly for anyone who doesn't play it, but you basically start off with was it 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of gemstones, and you get a certain number of each for the start of the round. So when you first start off, you have no money, you have no cards. I'm just gonna call them cards. What did they call it in game? I forgot. But then, so you start off with some gems, and then these cards are basically things that you can apply to those gems. And it will change the number and change the grade. And depending on how many of each grade of each color you have, you get a certain score. And every round, you have to put down however many function cards you're allowed to put down, or that you have, whichever one is limiting you. And then you try to hit the target score. And depending on if you hit it, if you didn't hit it, you're just like it's immediately game over, right? And you start off from the front. If you do hit it, there's sometimes like extra objectives. And if you do get the objectives, you also get some extra money. And then in between rounds, you get to buy essentially new cards. You can buy new slots onto which you can place your cards. So basically, the more spaces you have, the more cards you can place down, and you can get more points, and so on and so forth, right? And then to buy the cards, you you kind of have to. It's kind of by chance. Certain rounds I realized, because I keep failing one of them, is that it's predetermined, right? But if you manage to clear all of it, at the end there's basically an infinity mode, like you just keep going. And at that point, it's just basically every round you get like some cards that you can buy. You get like a 3 to choose from, and as long as you have money, you can keep buying, right? And then there's also re-rolling feature to see more cards and stuff like that. So it's just like a roguelike, and it's pretty fun. Graphics is very good. Maybe we do need like a new mobile gacha game that's just like a roguelike or something. That would be kind of cool. Imagine Binding of Isaac, but you have to gacha your characters. that's kind of cursed, but that'd be pretty cool. It'd be like Hell Taker kind of graphics, like chibi style, and run around. Gacha for characters. How would that progress though? How would you keep players playing? I guess roguelike itself is kind of interesting. Isaac just has a lot of content, so, and I guess the synergies that keep people want to keep trying to see if they can get it. It should be below the thing. A roguelike with gacha mechanics and anime growth. Doesn't sound too bad of an idea. Wasn't Isa made in Flash a long time ago? And then they had to update it? And how long ago was Flash? Jesus. Oh, why am I looking at my reference here? I should be looking at the ref one. Just quickly block in the lighting again. Whoops, it shot through. Okay, where is the lighting coming from actually in the scene? It's kind of like top down, kind of like sunset. Not very strong-ish lighting. So because of the hat. So we kind of get like a bit of a lighting in this sort of angle. Stuff in the back of dark makes sense. But this part is kind of dubious. Oh. But the one on top is not quite, but it's very thin. Also, I didn't draw the same shapes. Okay, never mind. This part here too is like not just round. Oh, and this is actually trying to make a specific plane that is getting hit by the light, whereas there's like empty space in this spot. Everything here doesn't really seem to be in the light. It feels like it's just... Oh, there is that one spot that's just kind of right here. Huh. But it's also not as bright as the other, so... I don't know if I can call this lighting. The colors used are also very interesting. How is this rendered at all? Wish I get more pixels for this. If I use one layer for the light, one for the base, and one for the dark, then this would be the base. Still, this would be the dark. Sorry, I should do it here. Now what contrast with purple green, I guess? That's white. Dang. So the light stuff is like here. Up to here and up to here. And the dark stuff would be like here. And then everything else. Gradients and then brushed in. Gradients and brushed in, and then more gradients and brushed in. Layer it on top of each other. Additional colors to be placed. I think this is probably a really good one to study. Try to figure out how the colors work. Some weird artifact here. Eh. Right. So I could do it here. Get rid of this. Oh yeah, and the shapes too. Not necessarily too strict. Oh, oops, wrong side. Up side. Okay. Oh wow, 45 minutes. What's next? $45. We'll do like this one probably with the long hair. Or this one, which is a bit cleaner. And then after that, we'll come up with one of our own. And I don't know where it will go. Maybe we can finish coloring it just like last time. Spend the next stream coloring. Like this. Don't want to put too much, but not enough. I just have no idea what's happening. So, are there Weep. Okay. Rough blocked. And a little bit of a closer look. Shape is interesting. Flat. It's not flat entirely. Get a bit of a shadow on this side. But otherwise, it is just pretty standard. This is interesting. So this part here split into two. And then what? The rendering, it looks kind of interesting. That's kind of weird. It's like cutting it into two separate blocks very distinctly. I think we'll leave the top to ourselves, to our own discretion here, and focus more here. It's so weird. What does this turn? Oh, I see. There's like a knot in there. I guess it would help to know the character's original design. See if we can find it quickly. Is this probably the right character? Gastoris. I need to see a reference. Sonko. 出てこねえ。OK, 終わり。That's a GG, bro. I cannot find it. Not easily, anyways. I'm just gonna forget about it. Such a weird bump. And then extensions from the... Oh, wait. This is this flow. And then out. And then this is this flow and then out. I can feel this one a bit better. And then the outer. And then the lag. All from this tiny connector. Oh my god. For Come to think of it, never really thought about the overall shape. Not much to say about these guys, but this is... I wonder if there's anything in there. Alright. So pretty standard was what I remembered here. So let's just keep it simple. It is a pretty involved illustration, so probably not a lot of too much attention spent. What is the original hairstyle there? Something like this, maybe? Oh yeah, this is the very Fubuki-like hair. Forgot to draw the neck. Where's the neck? Crap. Yeah, gotta at least put it in the neck. Where is the neck? Here. Too sure about this. It looks very flat. We don't have a lot of overlaying. Probably wouldn't be short hair like that though, right? Okay, yeah, it's definitely looping. The music's definitely looping. Probably like half an hour loop, right? No, wait. Probably not. Oh right, I forgot. I should be looking at the one here. Okay, this part interesting. Looks basically very flat. This is basically the same kind of problem we were running into yesterday. Flat areas with not a lot of ways to add, with nothing added, not a lot of overlaying, not a lot of things for us to work with. And given the experience yesterday, we kind of want to avoid just leaving it to the rendering stage because it's going to be the same problems. In rendering, we should focus more on colors and stuff because we're weak on that too. So, however much we can of the work we can finish beforehand, we kind of want to. What's going on at the top? Mostly rendering stuff. It's too low pixel count to zoom in. Zoom in. Is this meant to be long or not? I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, maybe overall shape is a lot more important. If we know the overall shape that we want, because it feels like the details don't matter too much. Thank you, Sheffield. Appreciate you guys just dropping in. It's like such a boring stream. Nothing's really happening. We're not really working to any clear goal, like not trying to finish a specific illustration, not trying to come up with any new ideas. I don't even know if this what I'm doing makes any too much sense, but I've decided to do it and I'm just gonna do it. Sort of remember this. This part is really weird, with the hair just doubling back on itself like this. To some extent, I feel like all I'm trying to do is memorize some of the shapes that I can use, even if I don't understand what's happening. I would like to understand how the artist thinks, so it's more than just surface level memorization, but don't seem very practical. In any case, that might start with memorization too, though. I have to keep the patterns in mind before I start to notice a pattern. I guess in some sense it makes sense. Oh yes, I remember. So the curve here and then it shoots out. And then the curve here, it shoots out here this way too. Shoots out and then I take over a little bit. Oh, this shoots out looks very nice. It's like kind of twisting on itself. You have some stuff like this. Just don't really get what's happening here because I don't know what the character design is. And okay, yeah, this problem I run into quite a bit as well. So we have just the hair doubly back on itself, but how do we go further from here? First of all, it's already layered, so it's kind of like this, and then another one in the bottom, repeating it. If that's the case, we can even go a bit further and maybe add in one of the things we saw before. Might look kind of weird though. I guess it's okay. Not quite, huh? So it's actually underneath. So overshooting, undershooting, branching out in the same direction, just overlapping in general. Flipping around, twisting about. Yeah, the thing doesn't look the best. Quite interesting. There sure is a lot of people like coming in and leaving. Like a lot of coming and going, which is a lot more than I'm expecting. I'm expecting no one here. A lot more people that's just like, I guess, looking at art streams. Because over the course of like 2-3 hours, I get like, what's that, like 200 something, 300 views in total. That means what, like 300 people coming and going. Hello donuts, rotten donuts. Hey, you got me! Yay! It's the grind. It's the 2025 style improvement roadmap grind. I don't even I really have a process. Yeah, of course. Please do not feel like you should stay or have to stay. Oh, I see I see you're watching the the stream VODs. Dang. I'm not sure if it's any useful information. I hope there is. The information is kind of useful for me, even. Yeah, okay. I think you're like the third person to ask about that. I have. I have considered. My main concern is just moderation. Getting rid of bots, getting rid of scammers, getting rid of... because Discord is kind of sus. I've heard many stories about people being able to hack just by putting a bot into the server. And As long as I don't understand how that works, it remains a big problem. So until I figure that out, I probably won't be making a Discord server. Is what I like to say. Maybe like down the line, at least. Yeah, thank you for the support. Not sure if there's a lot to be done there, honestly. But definitely, I'll make sure like people know if that's gonna happen or if that happens. Don't worry about it. I'll hire people on the side of the roads and flip cards for me. Join Discord server. Interesting. So this part is completely in the dark. I might have done something like this. Guess it doesn't make too much of a difference. Also, I forgot something in the front, but it's okay. Oh, not too different. This is in the back, so this part is not shown. That makes sense. And then as this twists around, you get a little bit more light. Okay, that makes sense to me. And I guess this is just flipped outside. Both feels the same to me, so... Although this part being lit is interesting. Is this in the front or the back? Ah, who cares? Worrying about the tiny details for no reason. So up till now, we're just dealing with shapes in just general planes of like light and shadow. Let's see what we have left. Miyabi and another one of the same character? I think? Maybe not. Dang. Okay, I need to think about this for a little bit. So it's 11 right now. We are going to maybe create something for ourselves. For that, I might have to go... I saw that Bebo got like a new outfit. But I don't think she has long hair in that one. She does have a twin tail version. Maybe we can deal with that. Maybe we can draw one of these. One of these. 200% getting sidetracked right now. New comp, huh? Never really thought about new comp. We might not have time to comp the whole thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go for a quick toilet break and I'll be back. Oh, wrong layer. I like how the number of viewers go up when I leave and we'll go to the washroom. Bong, 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 bong. Just keep going, I guess. Not necessarily too keen on yeah, but we should though. And if we do, it will most likely be something similar. Similar pose. Or one of these poses, right? So we can show as much of the hair as possible. If we're gonna do a full study of the color and everything. But before that, just gonna do the usual. Do some quick tracing. Oh, what is this hair? Wait, what's happening here? What is happening? It's just like twisting around? Oh. I think we'll just ignore that. Oh wait. We might not be able to if that's the specific character design. Confused, but okay. Oh, and it's got the braid thing going around the back like Asuna does. Is this continuous? Wait, where is this coming from? What am I looking at? Dun, 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 dun. Wow, okay. It's pretty insane. The hair. Rip. Alright, let's get the quick rough outline of the body too. Where's the arm? Here. Where is the waist? Has to be here, right? Does it matter? Oh, I guess it doesn't. Okay. Cannot tell where the skirt and stuff ends and starts. Is this the clothing? This is also clothing. Wings? Kind of like this. Oh, this is wings in the back too. These are wings in the back. Okay, 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 okay. Just looking at this, like, it doesn't look like hair is like that insane. But over here, like, it is. So it comes up. And then this, and this. With this. Simple shapes, simple shapes. More underneath. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. And then yoink. This part, what would I want to take note of? So there is this. And then there is stuff on top. I'm trying to fill the gaps in my knowledge because I know what I would tend to draw. And then how I would tend to feel about it. And then I want to know what I can do to fix that feeling. That what I'm lacking here. So I see that there's a line here. So okay, that's not a shape that we don't use necessarily. And over here, I would have a tendency to do this. Right, and it would be kind of flat. So now we have one on top. Same for this. If it's just this, now we have another one on top. Kind of messy. Same for this side. So tendency to do this. Call it a day. Actually, what's happening here? Not too sure. There seems to be a line that comes forth like this. Do not know. Nothing is too important. But assuming this is all the same face, then we're kind of getting this with the same plane over here. Still feels kind of weird. What if I do this? What does this imply? I see what I'm lacking in my head. I'm thinking of it as all one ribbon in the back. If I can put like another one on top, mentally, maybe that would help. That help? So if like the character... Shit, I'm not able to do this quickly, but... If we get the head, and get the eyes here, and then we have hair for the side bangs, and then other front stuff, then there will be the back. So if I put in one more here, then that will be the one here, maybe. And then the red one will be the one in the back. That way we can maybe do this. And then do that back. Try to split it more. Do not know what's happening here. Why it's twisty like that. On this side... I guess it's more overlapping. Because this would be pretty boring by itself like this. More stuff on top. More stuff on top. Huh. Bring it down. Braids going to the back. Okay. Oh, more splits here. So back we have essentially this. This part is just flat, really. And then there's a bit of overlap here. Down and up. Same thing this, down and up, except it's very thick. It feels so thick. So this is this line. And then there will be this, right? And then what? So we can keep this side. And have another one on the other side. So the back is like a ribbon. And then when we get there, we'll probably have to figure out how to split it up some more. But we'll leave that for later. Okay. Let's do it. Again. Let's do the base first. So the base starts off like this with the double in the back. A little bit more like this. Even do this. Do not know what the character is supposed to look like. The hair. So we'll take some liberties and just do some simple shapes. Oh, the music has ended. No, it has not ended. It's been an hour and 50 minutes. Okay, let's change something else. I'll do the usual, I guess. And yoink, yoink. Okay, there we go. I don't want to follow the twisting thing here because I don't know what's happening. So I'll do what I know. It seems to fit the other side too. Actually, let's do the other side real quick. Right, so more staggered formations. So for the record, like as right now what I'm doing is I'm just trying to do it without looking at the reference. I'll look if I have nothing, so we can move on. But it's just an exercise to try and get myself to recall the shapes that I've seen and previously identified here. So over time, hopefully it just goes into my head. I remember there's like overlaps here, so we don't want that branch going out, right? No, actually it's fine. Might be a bit too jarring in terms of this angle, this turning. Yeah, so because I'm just trying to imagine it, it's not going to be the same. And again, that's not the point exactly anyway, so. Just trying to improve the ability to come up with new shapes on my own here. Alright, I kind of forgot that I didn't do the proper thing. So it's a lot more open-ended here now. I just have the rough guidelines in the direction. But it's not outlining the borders of the bundle. So all that talk about the blue and red nonsense, let me see if I can get that here. So we can have the so-called blue, the blue just now. One that's slightly in the front. So a bit more play here. The one that's in the back, which I can no longer see. Oh my god, my brain's not wired to do this. I need to up the line weight here to cut the two sections up. Now honestly at this point here, if it's at this area, maybe it's okay to be put like kind of blend. Okay, let's do the back. So we know that this is kind of just this, and then it bounces up, and it flips like a ribbon. Actually, how is it gonna flip? Like this? Shit, I can't remember. But it's okay. Just trying to come up with something. This angle is kind of sharp, but it's okay. Let's leave it. Oh crap, what's happening here? I guess it's kind of impossible if I don't know what the character's hair is supposed to look like. I don't know what's correct. So we never really looked too deeply into how this was further separated. Okay. A lot of unnecessary lines. I'm slurring my words, bro. Wait, is this the front of the shoulder? Yes, it is. Okay. And yeah, we don't have the wings here, but there'll be something here. Vaguely remember this shape. Oh, let's not do 50-50. Let's do slightly 40-60. Oh my god, it's not better. Basically the same. And other ideas. Damn, it's the only thing that I remember, like just this 80-20 thing. Alright, I'm peeking. What is this? Oh, okay. This mine's kind of straight. Let's curve it up a little. Now it's like 50-50. It is what it is. So it's more underneath, but don't really know where it starts and where it ends. Kinda difficult to do. What am I doing here? The back. Okay, where else do we have hair? Oh, the bottom. A little bit of overlap. since the opportunity arises. Am I peeking? Oh, I see it. It turns 180. And then we have a lot that overruns. The remedial classes, so I need to make some corrections. So the top we have shaped like this. Whoa, it just goes. And papers. Yoink. Oh, hello. 안녕하세요. 멍실이? I hope that's not a bad word. Wait, is that a all? That's a gall? Mo? 멍실이? Very limited Korean. Also, this is way too different from this. So, since it's all about repeating anyways, I'm gonna repeat this process once more, and then we'll do the color stuff on top of that. It's hardcore shoving the information into my brain, which is not sticking at all. So hopefully my hands remember it. Oh, I see. Thank you for the explanation. I know I have a bit of a problem with this mic getting cut out, I think, because of the noise cancelling that's on the OBS side. As things get quiet and I run out of stuff to say, I just like get quiet and quieter, and then the mic is just eventually gonna get to the point where it's like, are you talking or is this noise? Let me cut half of it out, and then like it's kind of bad. So bottom 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then overlap number 1 and overlap number 2. So one face, two face, and I do not know what's happening here. Interesting. So double up the lines, I guess. And then doing this. Hmm. And here's the loop. Oh my god, what is this loop? Loop? I feel my hands like getting tired. I'm drawing and drawing and drawing. Moving. Getting all the curves. Over and over and over. I think I have a very bad habit in terms of when I draw lines. I use my wrist a lot. And you're not supposed to use the wrist because it's less consistent and it's... Yeah, I think it's just less consistent, right? And that's why they call it bad form, I think. You're supposed to use your arm. My tablet's kind of small. And so is my sitting area. So that's just PG. Gotta use my wrist. And my arm at the same time. Yes, I thought that it might be useful even if it's in English because you mentioned yesterday you were doing translation. And the biggest thing that jumped up to me was how are you even managing to get what I'm saying in text form? This plugin that I've installed on my OBS is technically capable of doing translation. It's just the translation itself is really bad. So I've turned it off. Even just English as is also kind of dubious. Okay, 11:30. Let's wrap this up and then we're going to... Let's come up with an image of our own again. But if we want to do hair that's this flowy, we kind of need to capture a lot of the body, no? Ah, I see. Well, I appreciate you being here, for sure. I'm gonna try not to say too much because let's see. My train of thought just got broken by myself. GG. Also, I'm just autopiloting again. Let's just stop here for this. Gonna have to move this to the side. Wonder what the train of thought is for when to put more hair and when not to. Because this artist feel like they're thinking more in terms of overall comp. Whereas when I draw, I think a lot more about like, oh, you know, this hair is meant to be this long. It's meant to be this shape. So that's why I put it here and exactly like this long and not any more longer. But I feel like she is definitely thinking more in terms of comp. Also, I forgot the face. Whatever. Move on. Also possible that doing one artist a day is a bit too short, but That's the whole point, I think, to not get too stuck on one particular style unless I really, really, really like it. Also, it looks like it's gonna be 2 days per style at the very least anyways. If we're gonna have to come out with an original piece every time. Is this joined? Kind of. Up, and lock. We're going. So where's the light? We have the back. Specific areas for detailing. Just a little bit. The back part here. Actually, is that even hair? What is that? Oh, it's hair, but negative space from the wings. I see. Very complicated. Oh, but all the way down, huh? I would just do it here and call it a day. And also on that side too, huh? So the angle is a lot higher than I thought. But I did go to the top of the head. That's so that makes sense. Essentially, this is what it is. Kinda in this way. Kinda in this way. Just on this side. And a little bit up here. And also here. Okay. It's pretty easy to understand this time. Mostly just ribbons and simpler forms. The overlapping is kind of insane in some parts. Okay, interesting. To reflect the light coming up from the bottom. Hitting in the bottom here. This part has a little bit. With the shadow suggesting that this is being cast by the wings here, so. Okay, so we have a couple of these. Oh, actually, what? Wait, this hairstyle is just like Bebo's new outfit. With the blocking of the left eye. Now, where is the new outfit reference? And we might do like a piece of this character, of this English Hololive EN VTuber here. Very psychedelic colors. That'd be interesting, but the focus is on the hair, so I don't know if this is even going to be in the scene. Crazy how like Live 2D can do shit like this. The rigging is like pain in the ass, I imagine. It's kind of new actually, like having the hair long so that it can cast shadows so you can make the eye glow. First time I'm seeing that. Lol. The limit of the live 2D is that she can move the sword in and out just by like, what is this, like 6 inches? And then we switch to a GIF for transition. Uh-oh. At least it's relevant ads. Anything new here? That's like a whole animation too. The intro animation, but I guess we don't see it. I need some references for this and a specific pump, but probably try to work with this. Shit, this comp would have been perfect. But I'm not gonna copy this directly here. What can we come up with? Oh, oops. Keep this in the back. Why do I have just one stroke here? Well, it's with us now. Okay, maybe no blue. Wait. Oh, but coming out with comp is gonna be pretty boring for the stream. Because I don't know what to show. Because I would just be browsing Pinterest in the back. Or we could just come up with something else. Oh! I didn't realize. This was the image that I first saw, like that got me to know HG. I just forgot about it, and then now I looked at it, I'm like, oh, okay, this is the artist that drew this. Interesting colors on the sleeve. I need comp. I need poses. Let's see. Pinterest. What do we have here? Oh, I guess I just close that. Maybe I should try to do this off stream. I don't have time off stream actually. If I'm streaming every day, everything would be here. What is a good pose that we can show off some of the hair? She does have a sword. So that could be relevant. Is that too much though? My focus is on hair. Yes. Also, her hair is short. She does have the twin tail version. She does have this. Ah, crap, the stuff sticking out of it. Oh no, that's not part of the hair. Okay, that's fine then. It's so smooth though, live 2D nowadays. With the jacket, without the jacket this might work. With the jacket it's actually no. With the jacket is better. And then I don't have to render the body. Just like this. And then the hair, green tails, right? So we can just do whatever. And then okay, yeah, and then with the hair blocking on the other side, like the left side of the character, it's also further. What is this? Oh, it's this person's ending screen. That's interesting. Now I'm just showing ads. Great. Skip. Ending ads. Rip. Oh. Oh. Okay, let's go with it. Let's just go with this. I'm not too good with the anatomy. We might have to do like a quick posing. This is free and it's pretty good. So it'll be like kind of like this. What's the angle? Kind of leaning back, I guess. The Clip Studio one, at least the Clip Studio one is interesting in that if you try to do too much, like too much rotation, it stops you. But this one doesn't stop you. You can just do whatever the hell you want. You kind of have to be careful with the amount that you do. It's a bit of a, what is it, Dutch angle? It's just kind of tilted. Oh, what are the arms gonna do actually? What? Kind of weird. She's like, this pose is like C3PO right now. It's like, Okay, I might just have to ignore the arms. What's open image in new tab? Arm is coming down this way, right? So this, and that. Maybe not worry about the arms for now. The hips are kind of slanted. Not that much, huh? Not this much. Broken neck. The arms are kind of weird, but it is what it is for now. Yes. Exactly. Arms are kind of weird. What do we do with the arms? What is she doing with the arms? Yeah, this pose looks so uncomfortable. It's just a very stylish high with the arm here. Oh, that's a broken shoulder. Oh, how about like just to be a bit front. Oh, it's here. It's this one. Rotate. And up, up, up. We just show the shoulders. And then the other arm, can we do like that? Kind of works. Kind of works, right? This pose. And because all the arms are very, how do I say, it's like all close to the body, so everything is in one shape here, and then the hair, we get to play around with more of it, more space for it. And HG does have a lot of the okay, what is it? What was I trying to do? Oh, clothing. We do have clothing like this, so we can borrow some shapes for the coat, which I guess we never really get to see the back of. Look at the rendering. This rendering is kind of insane. It's so shiny. I don't think any of it will be visible. Are we keeping the coat? If we bring the coat up and fly it over the, well, the ass basically, we can see a bit of the underside, and then we can do like a glow on the inside, and that will be like the secondary focal. Then light will come down from the top, kind of like what we have right now actually. A lot of rim light, so it'll be pretty dramatic. Then the face, primary focus, secondary focus, and then the hair is just kind of there. But I do need to see the back of the coat. What is this coat? Oh, it's pretty short actually. The coat is not even covering the ass. Let me think. Might have to sketch some ideas out. So this is the inside. Oh, we just ditched the coat entirely. But I also do not know what's happening in the back. Also a lot of belts. Do we have references for belts and metal here? Oh, I guess on the coat here we do have some. Okay, I might have to just test it out and give it a try. Why is it the other one that comes out? Okay. I think, yeah. Oh, wait, if we go to the main artist, actually, what's their... I need to look it up. I know who it is, I just forgot what their account name is. Is it? No, actually it's not. I got it wrong. Wait, hang on. Who's the artist again? I saw it on my Twitter. Wait, did I bookmark it? I didn't bookmark the correct one. Ah, dang it. Ah, okay, okay. これだね。これ。Right, so this is the artist, but I don't think it's released. Also, the code is so small. It doesn't even go beyond the skirt. So it's like right there. It just ends right here. Also, that's a skirt, I just realized. Oops. And we don't have any other information. Okay. Damn, the rendering on this is insane. But okay, let's oh. I'm just gonna take a screenshot and save some time on the anatomy stuff. And we're definitely not gonna get very far with this today. Oh, also I should play around with the angles. Can I get a slightly different FOV here? Wait, where's my thing? Oh, here. How do I get the things to change again? What? What's the key for... Oh, settings, right. Looks kind of weird. Let's play around with that ourselves then. Oh my god, the neck looks so broken. Is this... Maybe make it a little bit less insane here. Bring this back down. Oh. Hello there. Hello there. 50-50. More twisted actually, just not backwards. Kind of. Something like this, maybe. Okay. That's like a rough idea. And let's see. So we are trying to do what exactly? I need. We take over for everything else, and then actually no, we take over for everything. We just do everything as we would normally do, and then the hair we try to be a little bit more on point, and we try to render it in the same style of HG. I think it's the plan. That's probably the plan, and I don't know how far we'll get. Probably not very far tonight. Let me grab the references so I don't lose it. Copy image. Very big. And the other ones, where are the other ones? On the video. Might as well just put this on screen. We won't be using, I think, a lot of this, although it's side view, right? The back is gonna be a problem. Yeah, it's still gonna be a problem even if we keep the coat on because of the hoodie. Look at the details on the sword. The hilt. So quite a bit of frills. Alright, so glad the shoes are not in frame. Okay, we don't need this. Oh yeah, and the twin tails, we do need to know where it's coming out. Actually, I should just go to her stream instead, but instead of doing the clip. There might be more angles, but this is probably enough. Unless she's showing her back, which I don't think any VTuber has like a model of the back. But yes, we got this. Actually, this has a lot of the details already. Yeah, these things... No coat then? Probably no coat. Probably no coat. Oh, she has an eye patch. Okay. True story. Facial expression. Borrow this. How does it work? Probably more like this angle. Something. Like this. Angle seems kind of weird. Oh yes, angle is kind of weird. Whoa, that's not the right tool. Oh shit. proportions. Starting to make dupes here, so we can save some progress here. Not necessarily for anything, just because sometimes I have different versions that I like, even though I know it's wrong. Just want to keep it. Okay. Demo, こっちは一応こうなるんだね。こうなるのかな? Not sure yet. This will take some time for the weird feelings to distill out, and then so I can fix it. I don't exactly know what's 100% wrong. Yeah, and then let's just get the hair in real quick, so it will establish the character at least. So we're gonna have to pay more attention to the hair later when we probably render it, ink it down. What's a good word for it, anyways? Move the ear closer. I think it looks weird if it's closer. And the size. Oh wait, I need to look at the twin tail version. A lot of coming back. So actually, it's a lot of ones here then. Something. And then over here as well. All about the same length. So actually, I can just fatten this up. And also, we don't have these tiny wings anymore. It's a bit hard to see, but that's fine for now. So I got the first twin tail here. The whole head would be about here, I think. To be careful with the size of the head here. Just in full view. Okay, what to do with the hair? The problem with this comp is that it's kind of vertical. Now what does HG do for vertical comps here? Do we have any? Not that vertical. Also, it's off inside the frame. You get to see the entire character every time. I don't have any that's like necessarily very close up. And that's the end. Might have to borrow comp from someone else. To the side. Well, doesn't matter, I guess. We just mark the beginnings here. And then we can always do whatever we want later. And go a little bit crazy with it too. Maybe a little bit too crazy. Anyways, let's get the rest of the body in here quickly. So I cannot see. Cannot see. So most of this should be out of frame, I think. The music is out of frame. What should I use? Oh, I'm lazy. I'm just gonna put it here. Not much, huh? Angle might not work then. Let's take a few angles. Let's have something to work with here. Probably not too low. A bit further back. 약간 않아. Back view. No idea how it works. Sure, it's not as simple as just this. It is pretty short. Can't have the frill cover too much of the face. Oh, it goes over the boobs. What? It goes in front? But the furs continue? It takes away from the silhouette. It's just a charm point. It's unfortunate. If the breasts are here, is this too low? I can't make it higher. I might have to make it smaller. Oops. So you can have some space here to work with. Because this needs to be here. But yeah, it's near the middle, so actually this must come down here then. Yeah, and in this case it's translucent. The frills. Uriru. Translucent. Do not know how the skirt looks like underneath. That sounds really bad, but this angle would require some of that forbidden knowledge. Probably pants, right? It looks like pants. Purple. Not as much, but okay. Probably need references for this, and that's probably gonna be done offline for obvious reasons. But we have the main idea, I think. Wait, so this is entirely skin. And then in terms of rendering, I'm just gonna keep this simple here. And so there's a lot of bonus to this right now, because we avoided troublesome parts like the hands. We avoided the troublesome parts like basically all the jewels that are impossible to render properly for me. The ones on her shoes, the ones on the katana itself, the ones in the middle of her chest. So we avoided all of those with this angle, which is kind of impressive. All we need to do is render some clothing, render some skin, some frills, unfortunately, and then but beyond that, it's just we can get to focus on the hair, which is kind of the main point. But you know, sidetrack. Arms are not in the right angle. Can people tell what's happening with the other arm? I don't know what's happening with the other arm either. Even if we put the hand there, it's not gonna be visible. Maybe just the pump is enough to get the idea across. I can also make it like press against the cheeks, so it's not like so randomly just gone. What is this line here? Oh, I see. It's the hand on the other side, bro. Okay, this works. Now for the hair. How crazy do we want this to be? Oh, no, before that, let me get the katana in. What does it look like at the bottom? Stinky. There's like jewels here too. But at least it's not that much. Also, we kind of forgot about the... Crap, I need to figure out the straps here too. Too many straps, bro. I haven't finished figuring out the skirt yet. Assuming there's like hands underneath. What angle is this? This angle? Ah, this angle maybe. Okay, now we have the so this slants probably diagonally in the back, from the back as well. We have like a rough layout for all the clothing. The pose is going a lot better than I expected. Didn't expect us to go this far tonight. And then I need the katana just to be in frame. Just enough to hint that it is there, but not enough for us to have to do anything about it. So the hilt will be here. And then the tip would be here? Much further, no? ここまでにしとくわ。Erase this. And then if we really want to be fancy, we can throw the jacket in the front. So that it's kind of like in frame, but not in frame. It helps to frame everything else. Let's see. What does the jacket look like? Humma. No idea. It's getting further and further away from case study, but if anything, at this point, it feels more like it should be a. But what's this artist's name called? I forgot. Mo ka. Kitada Mo. Render in the high contrast kind of way. So pretty. How do we position this so that people can tell that it is the jacket, but still not having to render it? As it stands right now, the frame would be here-ish. Slightly wider, maybe? So we kind of need the jacket to be out and about. Might be too noisy. Let's forget about that. Let's get the hair. Wow. Okay, this could be a good reference, I think. It might want the background to be dark, light casting on the character directly, higher contrast near the top, fade out the contrast. The problem now is the hair. I think so. I think so. I'm not 100% sure because I don't even know what game this is from. But I do believe it is written here. So yeah, it is. Agraya. Castoris. Anaicus. Oh, is that so? Oh, January. Oh, yeah, this is very new. The background's so clean. Look at the background. I wonder if it's 3D rendered. Cleanly like clean lines, very clean lines. Like this clothing. Can we do something like that? But as it stands, it's already pretty crowded, the canvas. Honkai Star Rail. I kind of like how crazy we have the hair right now. It's almost like a butterfly. Is the new clothing, does it have any butterfly thing? It's got like the metal thing. Is that like wings? Damn. I might have to expand the frame a bit. I think it would also help to have a little bit more space in the top. Just so like there's more of the darkness that's gonna be in the background in frame. Let's try some stuff. So we have the normal kind. We can just do like the very tame kind of hair. In fact, if we do this, we can just copy the same forms from the original reference even. I see a lot of twisting in this. This will be the easier way to go. Can even have it come closer to the viewer. And this actually helps frame the character in this space here. So it's not a bad idea. It just seems a little bit more tame compared to other HG art. So this is dark here completely. And then let that be light. We catch rim light. Even this whole thing, this side. Rim light on the arms. We want to keep this part dark because we want to make the eyes glow, but that's not a problem with all the hair. And then rim light on the skirt. Oh, not really. Just light on the skirt here. Bit of light from on the legs. Reflection from the bottom. Wait, let me check. So HG's art had this, right? And let me just put it here so I can rotate the canvas. How do I rotate the canvas in this? Yeah, this is counterclockwise. Yeah, okay. Alright, why do I need to rotate it? I don't care. I'm looking at the bottom here. So kind of tame here. We don't have a lot of light coming out from the bottom. Not even on the belly here. Not even here. Although the bottom is brighter with like lighter color. So we can do very similar stuff. Light comes in the top, reflect the light from the bottom. We can do more here, especially on the butt cheeks to really push out the three-dimensionality. Three-dimensionality. That's a word. It's a word now. And This is one idea for the hair. Could also do something crazier. Problem with the crazy is that the shapes are symmetrical in this case. Can we do just one side crazy? Just push this out? No, it doesn't even make sense. I can have it come to the viewer here. Yeah, this is too insane, I think. Having two like symmetrically like this kind of weird. We can have one, and then the other one just kind of frames the character. Blocks out all the extra space here. Although I don't like how straight this line is. I might have to find something interesting here. Jacket is gone, just because I don't want to draw the jacket. I do want to hint at it existing. But what can we even do with it? The jacket is so pretty. But the prettiness would be reflected probably in the comp itself in the background. In this, so black into, and then you can transit through cyan into bright purple, just like the reference here, into pink. And then her herself is going to be dark. But with the skin and then with lighting, we can push the values out so she will stand out in the front. Wait, hang on. I gotta check. Okay. So is whoa. It's dark and light here. And then it's dark and light in the opposite way. So dark and light in the opposite fashion. D, L, and then D, L. We do have lines coming in this way. So the hair should be drawing attention in comp-wise then. Straight is helping to frame. But if you really want to draw attention, we do want to... Shouldn't we be doing stuff like this then? Yeah, this is kind of insane. I think character-wise, this changed too much. Oops, that's not the right key. Oh, we can even do stuff like this. Yeah, it's gonna block the secondary here though. You have to turn it beforehand. Yeah, Hatsune Miku. Actually, that's a great idea. Actually, um, uh, uh yeah. We have a lot. Oh, although this person's art is definitely all kind of like this as well. Very somewhat background focus, not entirely character illustration. Oh, misclick. Oh, 3D. Is that 3D? Yeah, it's probably 3D. It's very pretty. So all the light areas are basically used for the sky as well, just directly using it. Infinite, infinite hair. Never-ending hair. Yeah, we also have Rella. Hinoko Rera deshitakke? Was it the other way around? I'm kind of afraid of clicking the wrong button. The wrong person's account. Split. Comes down, opens up. Comes down, opens up. Comes down, opens up. I'm really caught up on the idea of having this one set of pintails come towards the camera and just kind of like, yeah, just kind of comes towards the camera, and then we can do some blurring in the front here, and that will give us the depth. So the furthest, the middle, and then like the closest. Yeah, this is insane. This is not happening. This is also not happening. This is kind of random. So this is kind of straight, and this is just randomly flying. The amount of space it's taking out is also not as much as this. It feels like it feels smaller. Not sure about this. This is also just kind of straight. This is round for no real reason. Other than that, it's interesting, kind of. In this case, you have like, we're gonna end up with a lot of light here and here and here against a very dark background here. So it's gonna pop attention to the head here, I think. Then we have stuff coming in and stuff coming in. But that doesn't mean we can't do it with this though. We could still do it with this. It looks kind of like simple and tame, but maybe that's the best. We don't have a lot of space to work with crazy hair anyways. So maybe tame is better. And in this case, they're not the main focal point. Actually, that makes sense. A lot of these other ones... where is it? Okay, in terms of this, there's a lot of background, so we're all kind of here. Where is HG actually? Where'd it go? Oh, but this is not the focal point either. Huh. But one way or another, we don't have that much space. So kind of limited. Everyone does the black hole thing. Is this a photo? This is drawn. This is very slick right here. Anyways. But the twin tails looks a little bit too overbearing. Maybe compared to the original. Ah, I see. Oh, there's neck here. Anyways, this problem for another day. I also forgot about her collar. Also, is this in view of her sock? But what do you even call this? Is this garter? Does that mean that it's connected in the back too? Oh. Domo, Saito Naoki desu. Yes. I haven't watched his videos in a long time. Is this visible? Not visible. Let's say that it's not visible, just to keep things simple. I'll leave this in the sketch though. Show that we have thought about it. Yeah, but I don't think I'll draw the strap here either, even if there is one. Okay, we'll probably call it for tonight, and then we'll carry on tomorrow. I don't think I have time off stream to further this, so we have to figure it out on stream. I'll probably just make a decision tomorrow, and then we'll go with it based on how I feel about all of these different options. Yeah, it's feeling like this right now. I probably want to adjust this part, but I kind of like this. And then this is also not bad. This is a little bit too round, and everything else is just we'll save it for some other time to do crazy hair. Anyways, thanks for coming, guys. I am probably gonna drop off right here. And I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll try and finish this tomorrow. We should be able to finish this tomorrow. Just now might not be the best, I think. Well then guys, good night.